Back. Today we will continue our video lecture class in Principles of Management Module 5. Today's topic is System Approach to Selection. So what do you mean by system approach? A system approach is essential or is important for the selection and assessment of present and future needs of human resources in an organization. So it is very essential for the future and also the present needs. Okay, so every system has four major components or elements. Okay, so each and every system means the systematic way of selection of candidate in future and present. Okay, so it has four major components or elements. These elements or components the organization must be taken care of. The human resource manager must be taken care of. These organizations or these elements or components are inputs, transformation process, outputs, and feedback. Okay, so then we have a diagrammatic block diagram representation of the managerial position of an organization. Okay, so a generalized system approach to selection process for managerial position is as follows. This is a generalized system approach. So these things can be applicable to any organization. Okay, so in different boxes are there: managerial requirements plan, position requirement job design, and individual characteristics, external environment, internal environment, then recruitment, selection, placement. So these some of the boxes are giving information or inputs to some other boxes, and some other boxes are forwarding the information, and some boxes are feedback. They are feedbacking the information to the first boxes. Okay, orientation, managerial performance, enterprise performance, appraisal, development, promotion, demotion, replacement, and this feedback, and this connected to the managerial requirements. Okay, we will explain each and every box. Okay, so as we have seen, there are four elements of a system approach. Okay, then we will find out what is the selection process and what all the selection process begins with. The selection process of any organization begins with the identification of first managerial requirements plan. Okay, managerial requirements, how many members, okay, in each section, personal manager, finance manager, purchase manager, different managers are there, or supervisors under each manager, supervisors will be there. So position requirement or job design. Position requirement, which position, lower order, middle order, or higher order. Individual characteristics needed for the manager position. Individual characteristics, he may be the HR manager, HR officer, he may be the spokesperson, he may be the technical expert. Okay, so different characteristics needed for each and every job. Then next one, managerial requirements plan is based on organization objective. Okay, so it depends on the organization. So some organization may need bulk posting, some organization needs not so bulk posting. Okay, so forecast and strategies. Okay, forecast, so some recession is coming, so the company is not willing to recruit staffs, okay, in bulk manner. Okay, so forecast and strategies. Okay, then so what so next one, a clear understanding of the nature and purpose of the position that is to be filled is collected. Okay, so that means the managerial requirements plan is based on organization objectives, forecast and strategies, and a clear understanding of the nature and purpose of the position, that is the managerial position. Okay, position requirement and job design, that this line deals with the, that is a clear understanding of the nature and purpose of the position that is to be filled is collected. This is related to the position requirements plan. Okay, the individual characteristics of each person, that means the intelligence of the person, the knowledge of the person, the skills that is possessed by each person, the attitudes and experience needed for the managerial position are also identified. Okay, these are individual characteristics. So these three things, selection process begins with these identify these three things. Okay, manager requirements plan, this consists of organization, depends on the internal organization. Position requirements and job design depends on the understanding of the nature of the position or the job. Then individual characteristics depends on the intelligence of the skill of the talent of the knowledge the attitudes of the employee. Okay, then the inputs, we have discussed inputs, that is the inputs, the elements of the inputs, transformation process, outputs and feedback. So what are inputs? Input means the recruitment and selection process must be done with the consideration of two different environments, internal environment and external environment. These are the inputs. So what are internal environment? Internal environment means company policy, the environment within the company, organization culture, etc. So in external environment means outside the company, the rules, the policy of the government, okay, regulations, availability, efficient human resources. These are external environment. So these are the two inputs. Okay, then next one, transformation process. How the manager or the employee can be transformed. Effective recruitment and selection process will place appropriate people into jobs so that organizations can meet their strategic and operation goals of the organization, which is the transformation process. Okay, appropriate people at appropriate position, so that the organization can meet their objectives and goals. This is transformation process. Then human resource. After human resource has been selected in position, they must be introduced to the job. Okay, they must be introduced. After selection, they must be introduced to the job. So what will you have to do? Training. So for that, we need the orientation. Orientation involves learning about the company policy, the company organization culture, its standards, its legacy, its operation and social aspects. The new selected staff then carry out their functions, resulting in their performance eventually determines the organization performance. Okay, subsequently, the performance is appraised, and then those who meet their performance goal are rewarded. On the basis of this evaluation, the staff and organization development is initiated. Organization development, staff development is initiated. Okay. Finally, as output, okay, when organization develops, when the staff develops, organization develops. So this is actually the output, and the employee may be promoted depending on his performance. He may also get demoted or transferred on the basis of this approach. So this is the system. This, and then last one, the feedback of this is used as the input source for the subsequent selection. So forthcoming selection process, this feedback from the promotion, demotion or transfer, this function. So in feedback from this can be considered for the subsequent selection process. So this much is about the system approach to selection. Thanks.